Christine, Cynthia, thank you so much for your time. I got to tell you both, I am such a fan of both of you guys. Cynthia, love you, of course, as Miranda, Sex and the City. Christine, Mamma Mia, Chicago, love it all. So this really is an honor. Um, for both of you, you guys both shared the Broadway stage together in 1984. And now, of course, you're here again, 3 seasons in. How would you guys say your bond has kind of grown and expanded throughout the show personally? And how do you guys also keep both of these characters so fresh?
Gosh, it's so easy. It's just so easy. Loving Cynthia and loving working with Cynthia is just the most natural thing in the world. And it just, it gets better. Actors, it's a wonderful thing. You get up in the morning and you're in the hair and makeup trailer and there we all are and we're talking and you're just being people, and then suddenly we're these characters, and at the end of the day, we have a good day of work, and there's a level of respect and affection that just grows and grows, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I have very much like Ada. I have always idolized Christine, and she's totally, totally. It's been, from when I was a teenager, but even before I met her, she was such a role model for me of what an actor should be, but also what a woman should be, what a wife should be, a mother, now a grandmother. And Christine said something like a year ago about how the hardest thing to fake on screen or on stage is intimacy. So whether you're in a romantic relationship or a familial relationship. And so we're very lucky.
We are lucky
that we had that.
Yeah.
We started ahead of the game.
Yeah, we were ahead of the game playing sisters because we had such a happy history. I mean, we were in one of the great Broadway plays of all time, productions of all time, with Mike Nichols, the great Tom Stoppard, and a marvelous cast. And it was as good as it gets, And so we had that happy, happy memory. I was pregnant. Cynthia was doing
She came back from rehearsal from her honeymoon.
I don't think I was knocked up quite yet. I think it happened a few months later, but Cynthia would put her hand on my belly backstage to feel the baby kicking by the end. I mean, this is, we have really
seminal life stuff.
Yeah, really sweet memories together. So we bring all that, onto the soundstage with us.
I absolutely love that. And kind of on that note of intimacy, Cynthia, I want to come to you next because your character, Aunt Ada, this time around, the power dynamics have shifted. She's also become far more outspoken within herself, not just within the household because she has the money, but of course, she now has the temperance cause, the anti-alcohol cause. Now, of course, you're well known for being quite politically active yourself. So what did it mean for you to have a character this time around to not just find her own voice, but also to have her own cause?
Well, I think she is very new to this world, and so she is struggling a bit. And the way I think of it is when Ada looks in at the world, she sees virtue and goodness. And I feel like when Agnes looks in the world, she sees power dynamics. And so Ada starts initially with a movement that she thinks is all about virtue. And I think Agnes is far more suspect, not only because she enjoys her wine, but also because, social movements that are really virtue-based, they don't do nearly as well as ones that recognize that the lingua franca of the world is really power.
And just very quickly for you, Christine, Aunt Agnes, I love how gloriously over the top she is, saying too much. Was there any a time where you thought you might want to rein her in, or did you just love to go full on Aunt Agnes, quick conclusions over the top?
No, I had to be encouraged in the first season by the director to just trust that I could be that person, that I didn't have to act it, that I had perhaps Christine as I remember the director said, "We hired you because you're that person." And I thought, really? I'm that person? Yikes. But what he meant was I didn't have to act the role. I could just, people with real power and authority and a kind of natural sense of certitude and conviction, they don't move much. They don't even need to raise their voice. They just, when you say over the top, actually, I don't think I need to be over the top because it's written in the character. Julian has written this character so well that I just find the truth of it and the simplicity of it. And these lines that people keep calling one-liners, they're simply declarative sentences said by someone who's absolutely certain that she's right. In fact, I have a wonderful line this season where my son says, don't you ever feel bad? Don't you ever apologize, Mama? And I say, no, because I'm never wrong. Well, that's a funny line, but all you have to do is say it. And it's, but it's, so it's that. It's just, it has to do with certitude. I always say she's a walking declarative sentence.
Christine is a very empathetic, warm person, but there is an Agnes down inside
Oh,
her.
it's my mother.
Right. But also there was a photo that went viral a couple of years ago of Christine at the Met Ball looking at Elon Musk
From a distance.
With an enormous amount of disgust and disdain.
Such an Agnes glare.
So Agnes. So you see, it might be your mother, but given the right target, there's an Agnes inside.
Yeah, there is. It's frightening.
I love this.
Don't
Now
go there.
I'm being told to wrap. I'm so sorry because I could go on forever. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for your time.